You want to learn German in 30 days? Come on in. Come on. Hallo zusammen and welcome to my 30-part series Learn German in 30 Days based on this self-study book, German in 30 Days. That needs some clarification, I'd say. First things first, if you've learned English as a first, second or foreign language, then I've got some brilliant news for you guys, because English and German, they've got so many things in common. Who would have thought, right? Having said that, English has undergone quite many changes and it's lost so many features that Old English used to have and German still has. I'm talking about the case system, I'm talking about the noun declensions, I'm talking about the verb conjugation. In today's lesson we are going to be covering several points. So the personal pronouns, the verb conjugation of the simple verb wohnen, to live in the present tense, the immensely important verbs sein, to be, and haben, to have, and also the word order in affirmative statements, the word order in questions with and without question words. At the beginning of each chapter we do have a little dialogue and I'm going to read out loud the first one to you guys, and based on this dialogue we'll be completing the exercises, because we do need to practice a lot, don't we? Im Flugzeug, on the plane. Etwas zu trinken? Ja, bitte. Kaffee oder Tee? Kaffee bitte. Mit Milch und Zucker? Mit Milch. Entschuldigung, wann sind wir in München? In 2 Stunden. Kommen Sie aus Deutschland? Nein, ich komme aus Luxemburg. Und Sie? Ich komme aus Japan. Aus Tokio? Nein, aus Sapporo. Und wo wohnen Sie? In Augsburg. Und ich? Ich wohne in München bei Frau Glück. Sie haben aber Glück. Ich wohne in München. I live in Munich. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to name every verb form depending on the personal pronoun for the verb to live, wohnen. Are you ready? Let's go. Ich wohne in München. Du wohnst in München. Er wohnt in München. Sie wohnt in München. Es wohnt in München. Wir wohnen in München. Ihr wohnt in München. Sie wohnen in München. If you've been paying attention, then you might have noticed some patterns. For the third person singular, er, sie, es wohnt. And for the second person plural, ihr wohnt. Ta-da! We've got 2 identical endings. Also, every infinitive in German has got the ending en. En. Wohnen. Right? Also, the first person plural, wir, ends in en. Wir wohnen. And the third person plural, they, which is sie, wohnen. You might know that in German we've got a differentiation between somebody whom we are addressing formally or politely. This is the same sie, but it's capitalized, right? And sie for they, third person plural. Regardless of the kind of the address, right? Polite, formal, all of them end in n. Sie wohnen, meaning they live, or Sie wohnen, meaning you live. Alright guys, I will now put up 5 sentences for you to complete. take a minute and try and fill in the gaps. So all you need are the correct personal pronouns. So, sentence number 1. Wohnt in Deutschland, and then in brackets we've got feminine, so she, right? Sie wohnt in Deutschland. Sentence number 2. The only ending that we've got for the second person singular, st. It has to be you, right? It has to be du. Du trinkst Bier. Sentence number 3, we've got 2 options. Kommen aus Amerika. As I've told you, we've got actually 3 options. Sie, meaning they, wir, meaning we, and also sie capitalized, meaning formal or polite address, right? Sie kommen aus Amerika. So, depends on the context, obviously. Sentence number 4. We've got the T ending and masculine in brackets. So it's got to be er, right? For he. Er trinkt Tee. Last sentence, number 5. Kommt, again ending T, but feminine in brackets, so sie kommt aus Mexiko. A different exercise. You've got 5 sentences here, and you've got to fill in the gaps using the correct verb forms. So, sentence number 1. We need the correct ending for lernen for the second person plural. Ihr lernt Deutsch. That's correct. 2. Wir wohnen in Berlin. Good. Number 3. We now know the T ending. Kommt aus China. Number 4. Sie, UK, it's a she, trinkt Kaffee. That's correct. And ich lerne Französisch. Now, the immensely important verbs haben, to have, and sein, to be. So, again, let's combine 2 points and make one out of it. Ich bin in München. I am in Munich. Du bist in München. Er ist in München. Sie ist in München. Es ist in München. Wir sind in München. Ihr seid in München. Sie sind in München. The immensely important verb sein or to be auf Deutsch, right? Now, let's do haben or to have. Ich habe Hunger. I am hungry, which happens to be the case, by the way. Du hast Hunger. Er hat Hunger. Sie hat Hunger. Es hat Hunger. Wir haben Hunger. Ihr habt Hunger. Sie haben Hunger. Now you know each verb form depending on the personal pronoun for sein, to be, and haben, to have. Congratulations! Let's do some practice. So, I'll put up 4 sentences for you to fill in the correct form of sein. Number 1. 1. Du bist in Nürnberg. 2. Ihr seid in München. 3. Sie, Michaela und Peter, so more than one, they, right, sie, sind aus Köln. Cologne. 4. Wann sind wir in München? Sehr gut. Alright, I'll put up the next 4 sentences for you guys to fill in the correct form of haben. 1. They haben Glück. They're lucky. Or sie hat Glück. She's lucky, right? Wir haben Pech. Bad luck. Ich habe Hunger. You know that. Es hat Durst. Right? It's thirsty. Good. Let's move on to the word order in affirmative or positive statements. Ich komme aus Luxemburg. The subject is in position 1 and the verb is in position 2. Pretty much like in English. Subject, verb, object. What happens in questions? When we've got a question word. Wo wohnen Sie? Wo is the question word. Wohnen is the verb. Sie is the subject. So, verb remains in the second position and subject goes in the third position. Wo wohnen Sie? Wann sind wir in München? Sind second position, wir third position. What happens in questions without a question word? Kommen Sie aus Deutschland? Kommen is the verb, first position. Sie is the subject, second position. Right. Hast du Hunger? Wohnst du in München? And now we've got to match the following sentences. So, wo wohnt Yuki? Sie wohnt bei Frau Glück. Right? A goes with B. Kommt Yuki aus Tokio? Nein, sie kommt aus Sapporo. Right? 2 goes with D. Wo wohnt Teresa? Sie wohnt in Luxemburg. 3 goes with C. Was trinkt Yuki? 4. Sie trinkt Kaffee und Milch. Right? So 4 goes with A. Alright guys, this concludes this first lesson. If you have any questions, please drop them in the comments section down below, and I'll see you next week with lesson number 2. I wish you luck, I wish you success, and I wish you joy. Tschüss zusammen!